Hey, 12th graders, we're in our final stretch. It is October 8th. I'm going to make this brief, but I need you to be paying attention because I have tips. We are not going to be successful on the summative if we don't hear what I'm saying. What would be the worst movie sequel ever made? Do your attendance, get forward. I showed this to my in-class students, but I forgot that I was going to show you my nephew a bunch. I saw him on Tuesday. He is looking awesome as ever. Got to play with him a bunch. His name's Mercury. I'm going to keep showing pictures throughout the year so you can see how much he grows between September. I showed you a picture early on, September and June. So it's great to see Mercury. Here's our agenda. Do your journal. New vocabulary word is pestilent. It's something that is destructive to life, deadly. The pestilent coronavirus, you could say. The pestilent insects ate all of the plants. All right, mark text notes. I'm going to go over making sure you're understanding what specific author choices mean. So based on your Jamboard responses, really no one, not a single person of those who participated in the Jamboard followed the directions by using evidence and pointed to author choice. So I'm going to look at one example that was thoughtful, but still didn't quite label the author choice identity. So again, the directions pointing out the Jamboard, which you're going to redo today because no one did it accurately, is to pick one of the four subjects. The four subjects are sacrifice, trust, desire, and loss. And then make a theme around one of those subjects. This is a practice one for love. The example was from last week's story. Again, you need to do us an example from this week's story, Man from the South. We only want to see responses from Man from the South. I saw people doing from last week's story. I didn't want that. All right, it says, the directions say, explain what specific choices, we've been using this language all week, author choices in your passage. If you need me to change it and say author choices. Author choices. There you go. What specific author choices? We're talking diction, we're talking repetition, we're talking structure, formatting, pacing, foreshadowing. What choices? You need to use those terms or you're going to not succeed on this summative. What choices help the passage develop the theme? So Gardner uses words such as, so we're talking word choice, words such as quiet and softness. You have to pull out, for diction and word choice, you have to pull out those specific words or word phrases to characterize Evan's claim. All right, good job. Here, that's an example. The most thoughtful response I saw in the Jamboard, it was good. You just needed to add the word and the author choice label. There's a point where you can only sacrifice so much for someone until you start to resent them. That's the theme. So you could have put a space here. That would have helped, like that. But this is fine. Gardner gives an example of this theme when it says, there are pieces of yourself, so many pieces of yourself that once you give away, you cannot get back again. This evidence is stating that she misses what she can't have anymore. She wants how her life used to be, but it's too far gone. All right, that's a good analysis, but you needed to add the idea of repetition. That's the author choice. She repeats that at least 3 times through the story. So these are student words here. If I were to add to this and make it fitted for this assignment and fitted for the summative, which you're going to be asked to do, is by Gardner's choice of repeating the following words, it gives the reader a hint of the theme. That gives some language now about author choice. You need to have that words and identify what type of author choice. Repetition, foreshadowing. So watch the video. I hope you're watching the video. I had students not following yesterday's directions and messaging me privately. Tell your friends to watch the videos. It's a little disheartening. All right, here's what your assignment looks like in Schoology. Go redo yesterday's assignment because we can't move forward. If I just give you the summative tomorrow without seeing some success from students, you're just going to flounder and not succeed. And that's still what's going to happen, though. because you're going to be getting the assignment tomorrow. Do the Jamboard. I want you to do it for Man from the South. I don't want to see any responses from Gardner's story, Live to Tell. After that, there's an anticipation guide, pretty self-explanatory, asking what your thoughts are on certain statements. And submit that back here. That's worth 15 points. And then you have a 15-point assignment for marking the text and analyzing a new short story, a third story, Interlopers. So the directions were to follow Wednesday's notes, choose a powerful. So these are the 5 things you have to do. That's how you mark the text. Follow the directions from Wednesday's notes as restated in summary here. And then read the new short story and mark up your text and resubmit your marked up text here to this assignment. That's it. All right. 12th graders, this is the final stretch, so be awesome.